You are with David House of Saving Health Ministries, and on December the 13th, 2020, Sunday morning, I had a dream, and I want to share that dream with you. And in the dream, I saw a large tornado, and I was just in awe, in amazement of this tornado as I was witnessing the tornado come towards me. But in the process, I was in awe as I was watching this tornado. And then the scene changed, and I saw like a tunnel and a light in this tunnel. And then the scene changed back to the tornado, and the tornado was coming closer to me. And then the scene changed again, and I saw a tunnel and a light. And then the dream ended. And as I've shared with you in previous videos, we know that a tornado represents war. And this tornado was very close. And I believe what the Lord is saying, that we are very close to the war that is about to begin on American soil. Many of you know, based upon the word of God in Amos 1:14, Daniel 11:40, and Jeremiah 4:11-13, a tornado is a whirlwind in the Bible, and a whirlwind represents war in the scriptures. And we have been talking about an invasion by Russia and China on American soil, that communism must fall before the mark of the beast is enforced. And so in light of that, this dream is just a confirmation that God has given to me concerning the soon coming events of war on American soil. And the question is, are you prepared spiritually by the love of Christ dwelling in your heart as we prepare for war on the saints of God very soon? Brothers and sisters, a crisis is coming to America, and we will soon see war on American soil, and Daniel 11:42-44 will soon be fulfilled. Are you in a saving relationship with Christ? Have you repented and confessed of all known sin? This is where we are prophetically, brothers and sisters, and this war is the beginning of the end. We've identified that this war will bring to view an economic collapse. The US dollar will decline, stocks will crash. We will lose all of our civil and religious liberties. The Constitution will be changed, and a Sunday law will be enforced in America. All the laws will be changed after this war. Understand, brothers and sisters, we are nearing the end of time. Let us be about our Father's business, and let us give the warning to others. Meanwhile, a sister emailed me a dream that I'd like to share with you. So Sister Hinton's daughter had a dream that I'd like to share with you. And here she says, I'd like to share some dreams my daughter has had. This particular series of dreams started in July 2020 at the time she was 13. It started out as a regular day, and I had 3 or 4 friends at our home. I wasn't sure why they were here because we no longer attend the same school, but we were just laughing and talking. Then all of a sudden, a tornado happened. It was so strong that a huge crack split the ground. We saw people fall in and were crying because they couldn't get out. My baby sister's daycare called and told my mom they need to come get her right away. The angels must have been with her because all the roads were damaged from the tornado. When my mom got back home, a friend of hers called the house phone asking, "What is going on?" A while later, some military men came through our apartment complex on a loudspeaker telling everyone to stay in the house and do not look out the windows. Donald Trump was with them as well. One of my friends decided to look out the blinds and was seen by a military man. He shouted and asked who was in the window with a mean voice. The military guy came up to our apartment and removed my friend, and we never saw him again. Donald Trump was leaving, and he said, "This isn't over. I'll be back." We were finally able to come back outside, but I'm not sure how much time had passed by. Our apartment building was the only one standing. All the other buildings were demolished. As we drove around town, many buildings and houses were completely destroyed by the storm. Walmart and many stores were closed down. End of dream. So again, here's another dream confirming tornado in the first scene, and then also she saw military men, and the individual was taken captive, and they never saw him again. This is exactly what we have been studying from the Bible. What this dream also appears to be showing us is that this war takes place before Donald Trump's second term, because he says, "I'll be back." And when the war had broken out, Trump was present, which means he was president. But then he says, "It isn't over, I'll be back," meaning he's coming back for a second term, which means Biden will not be president in 2021, which also confirms what the Bible has already said. Many of you have seen our video concerning the truth that Donald Trump is the last president of Bible prophecy. If you haven't seen that video, we'll put it in the description box below. Again, this is another dream confirming what the Bible already says concerning this communist invasion that will take place very soon. And here's another dream from Sister Sky, and notice what she says. Somewhere between the end of 2019 and early 2020, my mother, who used to be a very well-known Bible instructor in the Lake Region Conference and who was very loved by not only members in the church but also by many people outside the church, appeared in a dream. I was so excited in the dream to see her, but I was also concerned because it felt like she had been gone away much too long. In the dream, I asked her, "When will we see you again?" My mother spoke no words in the dream. However, she turned my attention to a large wall calendar, like a planner, like the one she'd used when she was living, and that she would plan dates and mark off missions completed for the work of the Lord in and out of town, as God greatly used her willing vessel as needed for his cause. And on this calendar planner, with her right index or pointer finger, she tapped 3 times on a date that appeared to be in the middle of the month, as to signify the date of something very important. And with a smile did she do this, no words, just a pleasant and memorable smile. Then on last night, December the 13th, 2020, my mother once again appeared in a dream. In this dream, she was outside going through various fields, plucking what appeared to be bad wheat from every field. And in this dream, her countenance was the look of great urgency and perplexity as she was hurriedly thrusting through the fields while plucking the bad wheat with a heroic or brave and concerning spirit. Mind you that also in this dream the wind was blowing noticeably very hard, whereas the bad wheat was noticeably swaying back and forth, and as I even noticed her focusing on them to catch them in her grip with both hands to snatch them up and out of the very spots in the fields from where they stood bad. By the time my mother was done plucking the fields, there was nothing left but strong and tall good wheat, and beautiful lush blades of green grass all around, and could be seen even from far distances its beauty. So, brothers and sisters, the wind blowing in this dream signifies war. And we know that the chaff will be separated from the wheat at a time of war based on Daniel 2, verse 35, and also Job 21:18, Psalms 1 and verse 4, and Psalms 35 and verse 5 make it clear that the chaff are going to be cast away by the wind or carried away by the wind. In other words, judgment is coming to the church, and God is going to remove some of these tares that the enemy has sown in the church. Jesus is coming soon, brothers and sisters, and let us prepare spiritually as well as practically for the close of probation upon God's commandment-keeping people. God bless.